folks, it's the Red, and welcome to Let's Play starring Goemon for the Game Boy Color. Well, it's kind of a starring Goemon game, but the particular cartridge we are looking at here is called Konami Game Boy Collection Volume 3, which happens to have a Goemon game in it, as you can see here. This game was originally released, well, not this game in particular, but I'm talking about the Goemon game. It was originally released in Japan for the Game Boy Black and White, sometime in the late 80s or early 90s. It was then re-released in Japan in its own Konami Game Boy Collection, still in black and white, still only in Japan, and then it was colorized, translated into English, and brought to Europe as Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. So this is a bit of a rare game. I only saw one copy of it on eBay, so I scooped it up and now I have it. Probably one of the few Americans who actually owns this game. Yeah, there's a few other games on this cartridge, but I'll cover that in another video. But for now, let's get to the action. Yes, as you can see, they've recycled the, well, if you're familiar with Mystical Ninja starring Goemon for the N64, you'll notice right away that the logo is straight out of there. They just decided to pixelize it and shrink it down to the point that it's almost unreadable. But yes, that does say Mystical Ninja starring Goemon, but for the sake of not confusing it with the N64 game, I'm just going to call it starring Goemon, since that's what they called it on this cartridge anyway. Oh, and the music in this is some sort of 8-bit rendition of the Legend of the Mystical Ninja theme, which I thought was kinda neat, except it sounds terrible. I mean, just listen to some of these instruments. What was that just now? I think they could have put a little more work into the title music, but whatever. Let's just get this party started. I don't know what that says. The ever-peaceful town of Hagor, outside of Edo. Okay, I'm just gonna say it now. I'm sure I'm pronouncing several of these names wrong, but you know what? I'm not Japanese. I'm gonna play the ignorant American cards. Look, I don't know how to pronounce this stuff. I'm not Japanese. Don't comment on that. I know I'm doing it wrong. Let's just get on with the show. We join Goemon inside of his house, where we find him sleeping on the floor, because apparently he doesn't own a bed, or any piece of furniture for that matter. Puff Puff, are you Mr. Goemon, by any chance? Why? Hey, you're not from Edo, are you? No, apparently not. I've got a letter for you, from Heisen. Here you are. We don't actually get to see him hand it to him. Restless sort, that guy. A letter from Heisen? I don't know anyone from there. Well, apparently someone does. What's this? My name is Yagi Jubi. Yaji Jubi? Yaji Jellybean? Whatever. Never heard of him. Neither have I. Sir, we are holding your friend Ebisubaru. If you want him returned to good health, your presence is requested in Heisen. If you do not come, you can assume Ebisubaru is no longer among the living. I wonder what he means by that. What was that fool doing in Heisen? And why do I have to bail him out when he gets involved with some shady characters? Oh, I can't believe him. He's so going to owe me for this. And I totally pronounced that wrong. Still grumbling about the inconvenience, Goemon makes his way towards Heisen, because going to help your friends is inconvenient. Good luck, Goemon. I have to believe that used to say Gambari Goemon in its original version. But here we are at the Japanese map, and our first stop in our tour of Japan is Shiruka? I think that's right. Is that Omitsu up there? Could be. Could just be a random lady, but whatever. At last, it's time to start the game. If you're familiar with the Gambari Goemon series, you'll notice that this game plays a lot like it did on its NES counterpart. Except instead of a random Easter egg hunt where you're trying to find 3 of the entry passes, you're instead given a specific objective for each stage, which you have to complete. Your standard weapon, of course, is the pipe, which you just press B and you hit people with it, and you get 5 coins from each person that you hit. What you saw earlier out of this little jar here, you have to jump by them to get the item out of it. I just collected a cat doll, so now I can throw coins. It doesn't cost money in this game to use them, so fire away. This version of Goemon, by the way, is based on the Great Thief of Edo. But, yeah, probably worth noting here is that every time you get hit, you will be downgraded back to your pipe if you do have coins. But anyway, the Great Thief of Edo. He was one, based on Ishikawa Goemon, he was the great thief who stole from the rich to give to the poor. Sound familiar? Except instead of being a master of archery, he instead throws the coins back at the people that he's stealing from, because that's an effective weapon and that makes sense. Anyway, let's check out this shop here. These are all the different things you could buy with your gold. Rice balls, they'll restore all your health once it runs out. Helmets, they block projectiles. Armor, they block everything else. Alright, so moving on. The first stage is pretty basic. There are no side quests to complete, it's just one straight shot to the goal. So that's good. I'm going to spend a little less time explaining the game and just play it. Moving on up. To talk to people, you just walk up to them. What's your hurry, young un? There's something of interest at the stairs to the underground. You can find the stairs by jumping. Yeah, that's a pretty key note to make about this game, is that all the stairways in this game are hidden away, and the only way to reveal them is to jump by them. So you'll be spending a lot of this game just randomly jumping around. Then again, the idea of jumping by a pot to make something come out of it is also pretty strange. Wouldn't it make more sense to just, like, hit it? Oh well, I'm not a game designer. Alright, moving on. Oh, what does this sign say? Mount Fuji has no equal. Hey, Mount Fuji, have you met my friend Mount Everest? Alright, what's up here? Just a person. You're new to these parts. Just passing through? I love how everybody tries to sound southern here. Don't get all over-eager and fall into the water. Yes, landing in the water would be pretty bad because that is instant death, because apparently Goemon can't swim. You can get up to 3 coins out of those jars, but for some reason I'm not able to jump more than twice by them. What do we got this time? Another cat doll. Oh yeah, the other thing that you could find out of those little red bag-looking things, or water bottle, or whatever that's supposed to be, is an otafu mask, which allows you to run faster. Running faster is always convenient. Okay, we're at a restaurant, and here you can just buy stuff to restore your hearts right there and then. So we'll take this, recover a couple hearts. Thank you! Graveyard. One side, buddy. Whoop! Give me money. What? Oh! Well, that was really clumsy. But yeah, case in point, water will kill you. You just saw it. We're off to a great start. Yep, and there's your armor demonstration. You won't lose your coin if you have armor. And there's our otafu mask, so let's run faster. And here we are at the grounds of the feudal lord, I believe. This guy looks awfully happy. That's a funny outfit. Hey, don't be embarrassed. Question mark? Do you want to be my vassal? A what? No? A man of honesty, I see. You are a strange one. And I thought I'd seen it all. What do you got for me? A little cat doll? Alright, let's go. Yes, the feudal lord is quite weird. Then again, show me something in this game that isn't. Yeah, accumulating money in this game is pretty easy, because these enemies just keep coming and coming, so you could... So money should never be an issue in this game, because you can grind quite easily. Oh yes, and there's also the women. If you walk into them, you'll get like... I didn't see how many I got. I think I got 50 gold out of that. But it's important not to hit them or you'll lose money. And we have arrived at the end of the stage. You may pass if you wish. Have a safe journey. And just like that, we have cleared the first stage. That was practically painless. Yeah! Why should I care where Ebisumaru is? Isn't Goemon such a great friend? Oh heck, I suppose his ghost will haunt me, otherwise, so I will help. What a softie, huh? Softie nothing. And we are introduced to the password system. Good luck writing that down, so I hope you're a good artist. But I already have them all jotted down, so I don't need to copy this. Onward we go. So thank you for joining me for this video. Next time we will tackle the next area, which is Izumi. Okay, Izumi is the next video, and I shall see you next time.